What up, YouTube? It's your boy BMAD820. I haven't really been on here much lately, so I decided I'd do a video. I've been getting a lot of questions about like how I feel about black women and have I ever dated black women, and would I dated black women, and I just thought I'd talk about that a little bit. To be honest, I'm very attracted to a lot of black women, and I find them attractive physically. The last time I was dating a black woman like steadily was in high school when I was about 16. We dated for about a month or so, and it just didn't work out for whatever reason. We just drifted apart. Guess it was young love or whatever, but I just haven't really found a black woman. It's like the ones that I have like met throughout my life have been mostly attracted to like the thug type of guys, and I really haven't had many who were interested in anybody but the thug type of guys, and like a lot of the black females here where I'm at in Florida only date either like exclusively black dudes or white dudes. And like I remember that about 2 years ago, there was this gas station I used to go to, and there was this black female that worked there. I think she was mixed, I'm not sure, but anyway, like she was like really fine, so I was just like talking to her for a little bit, and we chatted for about an hour or so, and then I asked her for her number, and she told me she didn't really give out her number. So I'm just like, okay, so I gave her mine and whatever, and I asked her if she was seeing anybody. She said no, and I was like, okay, just give me a call, and she never called or whatever. But it's just like from a lot of black females, I just get that vibe like that they only want to date black dudes, like the thug kind of guys. That's just the kind of vibe I get from a lot of black females. And it's like I've said this in many other videos, so I don't think it's going to be any big surprise, but like a lot of them just don't give us good males the time of day. They just don't. I'm not saying all, so I don't want like a whole swarming of invoices and inbox messages saying that not all black females are like that. I know not all black females are like that. I know not all black females only want thug type. I know that. But I'm just saying I've met a lot of black females, a lot in my life, and the majority that I've met have only been into one kind of male. So that's just been my experience. And I haven't really had much problem dating any other race of females. I've dated Asian, and I've dated Hispanic, and I've dated Micronesian female a couple years ago, and I've dated white females, and I just feel like the pool of black women, no matter where I've lived, has been small. I just feel like my options of black women wherever I've lived haven't been much of an option for me. Just from the ones I've met, just from the ones that I've encountered and had interactions with, you know, just haven't had much luck dating that many black women. And actually, there was a female about a year ago who I was talking to, and you know, this was when I was a truck driver, and I was staying in a hotel, and the dude I was roommating with, we went to Applebee's, and we met these two females who were black, and we sat down and had a drink with them, and we were talking, and you know, the one I was interested in, you know, I gave her my phone number, and I got hers too, and you know, I called her, and she said she would come by and chill, and she never came by, and it's like, I'm not one to generalize. I'm not one to say that you know, I say that one experience is going to make me think different, but all in all, my experiences with black females just has not been it just hasn't been all that positive, I guess, you know. It's just like I've gotten to the point now where I'm not looking for just a race of woman because I should. Like, people will say that, you know, being biracial, I should probably date a black female because it would be easier. And I've said that to myself. I've said that I wanted to date a mixed female, and which I would, because I think it would be a lot easier, because we could probably relate in a lot of ways together. But it's just like, now I'm just at the point now where if I find a female, if I find somebody that I click with, no matter what race she is, it's just like, fine, I'll go for it. But I'm not really like going out looking for it now as much as I was before. It's just like, I'm not even really looking anymore. I've given up for a few reasons, just the luck I've had and all that, and that's just like one part of my life that I'm kind of putting on hold for now, because I don't want to put too much emphasis on it and only focus on that. You know, but yeah, that's my take on my experiences with black females. Like I said, it hasn't been all bad, but I just haven't had enough positive interactions romantically to really speak of. I mean, I've met a lot of black females who I've just been like good friends with, and I still have a lot of black females who are like good friends who I like, you know, are kind of like homeboys to me. We just like chill or whatever, or like laugh and joke around, but romantically it just hasn't happened. So that's about it.